Okay, so today I'm bringing you along with me on this training session or hitting training session for today. And today I'm working on just only spin. And I know how to do a top spin. Top spin is where I hit the ball and drag up the ball, kind of like a softball drop ball. 'Cause that's at least how I remember you do it. Come around and then you spin up. So when I come and hit the ball, I just pull up. So I'll make like a kind of like a two touch motion. And I know how to do a backspin. It's basically so instead of coming around like this, I just come over under the ball a bit, and that creates a backspin that kind of kills the ball a little bit when it hits the ground. But what I want to do is I want the ball to change direction. I feel like sometimes when I do um, just like a normal slap where it's kind of like on an angle, kind of, but it's basically like a side spin thing. Sometimes I angle my hand a little bit back, or my thumb comes pointing a little bit back, and that makes it spin in. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that it kind of spins this way, and I want to see if I can control that today. But I also wanted to try and spin in the opposite direction. And if I look to sports like round net or spike ball, I have some sources where they're basically um, doing the opposite. So when they're hitting, they're coming over the ball, and that should result in the ball spinning counterclockwise. And when it spins counterclockwise, you can imagine it hits the ground and it bounces this way. And what I accidentally do when I do just a normal hit is I come under it and I make it spin the opposite way, so clockwise. And then again, you can imagine that it shoots that way. So I really want to practice those two directions so that it becomes like a um, natural hit in my arsenal, because I believe, yeah, those two kinds of hits are going to be extremely overpowered if you're really good at it. So, yeah, that's what I will be working on now. And from what I used to do with the backspin, I think it makes sense to just try and hit some balls. Count my balls here so I know how many I have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 10 balls here. So I'll just shoot the 10 balls and I'll collect them afterwards. But I won't do like a full motion. I'll just do, let's see if I'm in frame. So I'll just do uh, just like this and just get the feel of the contact. So my idea is, that was too high. My idea is to have kind of the same motion as just like a normal hit, but then I'm just spinning over, and I feel like that's also a softball pitch. And it's kind of like cutting kind of thing, like a reverse slider. So kind of like that, but there I didn't get a lot of contact. So okay. Yeah, so I'm only getting fingertips right now. Oh, this is very okay. Not half bad. Okay. I think this is the last one here. Okay. I'll just collect the balls and then I think you can hear me. So I'll just talk while collecting the balls here. So There's definitely what I expected, a need for a feel for how much spin you're trying to apply, because the more the more spin you're forcing on the ball, the less velocity you get. And it has to be, well, I guess now I'm doing like not even a full arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I need to be careful that I don't focus too much on the spin because the ball also needs to have some velocity behind it. Okay, so how many balls do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I said 10 to begin with. Oh, it's right there. I could shoot a ball and then go collect it, or I could go up against a wall, but I want to do it on the field here that's painted out, because then I can better see the result of the spin. If I'm at a wall, then I won't be able to see the spin. And I think just doing one ball and collecting it will not teach me a lot, because there's always like a break in between all the hits, and I think every hit is a learning opportunity, so I want to be in the groove. So let's try and put a little bit more motion into it. Okay. All right. That was actually good. It was not spinning completely sideways. It was more like on an angle, but it had more spin and it had good velocity. So that was not as good. Oh, okay. The spin was correct on that ball, but obviously way too high. You know, it's difficult to see what that did. Okay, I have very little control. Okay. Yeah, also, you risk also distance because you're coming over the ball. And if I'm coming too straight on the ball, then it just goes further, because then it kind of becomes like I'm pulling up the ball. I make the hits too high. And I was just playing topspin. Okay, that was 10 balls. So I come under like that. I don't want to try something completely new, but I do want to try doing the opposite spin just at least a couple of times, just to get a feel for what I'm doing there, because it should be just the reverse or the opposite motion. Okay, here I feel like there was one that was like way off. That's right here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's probably not the smartest thing of me to hit the balls into all these weeds. And if you're watching this, you probably already know where the last ball is. But I don't remember where I hit them. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, because I have all the balls. I just can't count. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try just a couple. Do the other way. Wrong hit. Yeah, okay. But that kind of died. Okay, so it's actually my thumb. I feel like that makes that spin. Does that make sense? Come here. Should just be. Oh. Okay. That, I don't know if that showed on the video. Maybe I was in the way. But that did exactly what I wanted it to do. That also kind of did, but I need to toss it more. Here. Okay. Good spin. Way too high. Good spin. But not enough spin. No. Oh, no, opposite. But that worked. Just the opposite. Okay. So I feel like these sessions here, when I just experiment like this, it's kind of like it's also like a teaching moment for me. So as a coach, sometimes it just makes sense to come down and just play with an idea or try and figure it out. I don't think that this is something that I can get any of my athletes to do. Like, they won't invest the time for experimenting stuff like this. I kind of need to like figure out the way to do it and then present it. Like, this is the manual of how to do this. But imagine if you were a coach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, that's only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Imagine being a coach for a team where all the athletes are as motivated to really nerd these kind of things. Then you would have basically a community of people showing up to practice every time and just like sharing new things, new ways to do things. That would be really cool. Where are all the balls though? We need 2 balls. I don't feel like they're in here. They're not. Did I hit 2 this way? There's one. Oh, there's the other. See if we're still recording. Yeah, good. Okay, I'll try again. I'm not sure if I'll figure it out today, but so far I've learned a little bit. I think I know like how to do it. It's just like, can I do it? And basically so far in my head, it's coming in palm of the hand and then like instantly you're flitching over your hand. So from the back, it looks like this, come in here and then flicking over. And I feel like you're kind like with, so when I do the backspin or the top spin, I come down and I kind of, when you catch the ball, I kind of do that, and then I pull up, but then I don't catch it with my thumb, right? So I try to catch it with just my fingers, and I then pull up. So it's kind of like a claw, and I feel like here the claw comes after hitting it, and then clawing over like that. Cha cha, but you gotta get your fingers into it. Cha. I don't know why I'm doing sound effects. I feel like that's the way to do it because I had a couple of those where it just felt right, but it just didn't have enough of velocity and spin. But I feel like when I get to like the full motion, it will get that. But right now, I probably wouldn't be able to do it even half of the times, but just like like accidentally get it right. But I'll try and do full motion now. That's why I'm out of frame. So okay, so definitely wrong. Try again. Okay. I feel like the motion was there. It's just the contact of the ball. I only got contact on the fingers. So maybe I should bring out the squash ball at one point. Okay. Okay. Thinking about what happened there. Kind of the same there. So I think what I'm doing is I'm actually coming over the ball before I'm hitting it. I should focus on hitting it and then coming over. Then flicking over. Hitting and flicking over. So hit like that was, I hope I was not in the frame of that. That was perfect. Try again. See if I can do it again. Okay, not perfect. But I mean, like if you accidentally do that in the game, it's not a terrible hit. It's just there's no spin on it. Try again. And that was completely wrong, and I would have been caught out. So let's try again. Hit and spin. Okay. Didn't change direction, but it was an okay hit, and I think, yeah, I just mainly only got top spin on that. Ah. That was just the fingers. Let's see again. Get the palm, flick over. Hit the palm, flick over. Yes. Okay. Okay. I feel like I got two hits that were basically what I wanted to happen. I don't know if it shows in the video, but so far I feel like I have proven to myself that it is possible to get this ball to spin in that direction with the technique that I just adapted from inspiration from round net. So now we just gotta practice it. See if I can count again. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So I don't believe that we can get a ball that hits one place and then within 1 meter's length change its direction of like 30 centimeter or whatever. But we don't really need that. We need a fielder to believe that the ball is here and they have their hands there, and then it just kind of it needs to change direction like, I don't know, 5 centimeters, because that's enough for them to bobble the ball. Or if you hit it between the shortstop and the third baseman, and it's like, and you get it perfectly between them, you have a shortstop with a long reach, and they're reaching for this ball, and and think that they're timing their hand with, also that will be their backhand, and then it's just like changing like over meters distance, maybe changing like 5 centimeters to the opposite side of, or to the direction that the shortstop is running, then that would be successful as well, because they only know when it's too late that they should have stretched even further. So we're not trying to do like video game kind of spin. We're just trying to do the odd surprise of a little bit of spin. So I'll try again 10 times here, and then I'll rest my arm so you can watch me do 10 more, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, and that was just embarrassing. Try again. Okay. So only fingers there. That's what happened. And I think I also flicked over too early. Try again. Palm, and yes. Yes. Okay, not too much spin, but it was good. Yeah. I mean, it worked, but I wasn't too proud of that. No. Well, it did have a beautiful spin. It actually changed direction quite a lot, but that was just a ball to be caught by the third baseman. Try again. Okay. So like those two, like the two last hits, are kind of opposite in the sense that I got a lot of spin on the high one before this one. It changed a lot of direction when it hit the ground, but no velocity. And this one here had too much velocity compared to the spin. So we'll try again. Find the balance. So that one, that's what I want. I really hope this shows on video, because that was a mean one. No, I did it again. Terrible. Yeah, okay, when I'm lifting those, it's because it gets so much spin. I can tell when they hit the ground, they just shoot off, but it's not a sound strategy. I need to keep them low. So yeah. I mean, it was kind of trailing, but it just didn't have enough speed. So yeah, so I guess I feel like I got 3 or 4 good ones, maybe even more, that I think is okay. So yeah, it's just practicing this stuff, right? So see, I got a ball here. Maybe I'll just show you again, just one time, what I'm trying to do. So see what I put the frame here. So the ball is here, and I want to hit it this way. I just try and hit it with the palm, and then. So what I've learned here now by doing it is I need to really focus on getting behind the ball, and just right at contact, I can roll my hand over in this motion. Sometimes when I get the high ones, I'm too early, so I kind of like hit it like this. So for me, it's just about really focusing on getting the palm contact and then hitting it over, because if I'm too late to get the spin, then I at least just get a normal hit. But if I'm in my head rushing to get the overspin here, then I just sometimes I'll be a little early, and then I only kind of get the fingers, then I get a lot of spin but no velocity. Or even worse, if I hit it with my thumb or this part here, then it kind of shoots off and it's just easy to catch. So yeah, it's just like focusing on really getting that palm contact and then rolling it over. And it's not a roll over like this, it's a roll over all the way over because we need that side spin, or not side spin. It's, what was that? That's anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay. So yeah, that's I'll keep going. I don't think you want to just watch me just practice this, but if this is something that you find interesting, start practicing it yourself, and then I think I'll just see you next time.